Hey YouTube, what's up? Welcome back to the vlog. So at the end of the last vlog, we parked over that way on this area where we found silicon, nickel, cobalt, and iron. I decided I'd start my mine out close to the iron, and in fact, as you can see, I have started it. And I could have drilled straight down, but I don't know. It's much easier to walk on the scaffolding at least. I've also gathered up a bit of stone and run it through the survival kit, but I think what we want to do is, even after eating those emergency food packets, I'm still pretty hungry. So I was thinking, let's look at the blueprints here and see. So what does an enclosed hydroponics do? So that actually produces gravel. Vegetables. Hey, come on. So what do we have here? We can plant nutrients. Isn't there a protein shake? No. Where do we make the algae soy product? There it is. So, yeah, I guess I don't need to make anything else just yet. We have tons of... Oh no, you make tofu from algae soy product. So let's build... Like I said in the previous vlog, I haven't really had to deal with cooking in the past. So this is all new. I've always either purchased food or had someone to prepare. Let's build well, actually, before we build anything else, I think we'll probably want a water recycler. That actually seems like a good first step. Then we can build the rest attached to these. You can see I'm installing them turned so that we have access to the cargo ports. And I need... Jump down here. Build this guy up. Oh, I guess, yeah, I probably need to put some stuff into production. Wasn't paying attention there. To the info on the HUD. So, well, I guess while we're waiting, it also sounds like it stopped producing things already, which is a little concerning. Let's build an enclosed hydroponics. Yep, which also has a connector there. Oh, I know why. Okay. Yeah, there's stuff we can't build yet. That's the problem. Yeah. Well, let's grab what we can and at least get it installed here, and then... Can we get this guy? Sorry, I just felt compelled to run there for some reason. And what does this need that we can't build? Metal grid, small tubes. Yeah, metal grid and small tubes, can't build those yet. Now we can get it started. Oh, I was looking at the wrong recipe. Okay. Get rid of that. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make a couple more runs of go get some more stone from the mine, get it into the survival kit, and I'll probably expand this out a little bit, and I'll come back to you shortly. What's up? I'm back. I had a storm come through, so I had to quickly shore up the entrance to the mine. You can use these prefab building blocks in loose soil like this pretty easily, and just enough to hold the entrance together. And then, as you can see, I've increased the space down here. Actually, during the storm, it was kind of reassuring to be underground. But it seems to have passed, so we can start working on other things. In particular, what I would like to do is, well, yeah, let's come up a little bit from the mine entrance, and then we're going to go over a little ways. Yep, okay, that looks good. And then, yeah, that should be fine. And then in order, again, to save a little overzealous there, to save on hydrogen, I'm going to build a platform. I'm actually going to build the new ship, the new Rover, attached to the ground, basically. It might seem unorthodox, but it'll give us some opportunities, like using wind power. I think is that high enough? I think that should be high enough to install the wheels without worrying about it. Without the ground interfering with the wheels. So we'll use that kind of as the edge. I'm just going to come a couple blocks either side for the moment, and then we'll come across. And that hollow area there is where I'm going to start placing our machinery. So in fact, what we'll do is let's look at the blueprints. And we want a basic assembler and a basic refinery. In fact, let's queue the parts up for those. Okay, and then the assembler. That doesn't look right. And then we'll come back over here and we will place assembler in this direction, and then we'll place this guy facing this way, and then also I'm going to actually go place this from the top. We won't be able to make everything for this just yet. What am I looking for? But we'll get it laid out in our design. I'm having trouble with my suit. Not responding to inputs. Interesting. Let me pause and see if I can't straighten that out. Sorry about that. Sometimes I have problems with the wireless. I believe it's a Logitech branded interface device. It seems like maybe there's interference from other things nearby. Anyway, so I rearranged here a little bit. I planned out for 4 storage containers here, I think. I finished up these 2, but now we're going to need more power. Well, we're going to need power, period. I also did a couple more runs into the mine and buried the blocks into the sand there. It just was easier, I think, to set it up this way. And then I built this tower over here, connected to everything so that we could put a couple of wind turbines up. And I put together the parts for that. Gotta watch my hydrogen. I did say that I'd like to minimize hydrogen use, but that doesn't mean I can't use it, in particular for things like building. So now that we've actually got a basic assembler and basic refinery, I'm going to go ahead and transfer all of the stuff that I can better process with those out of the survival kit. So I'm going to grab all the resources, all this scrap that I need to reprocess, and we'll run all this up here. We should be able to reach, it's a little precarious, but we can reach down there, and you can hear the refinery will start reprocessing that scrap. And the ingots will no doubt end up directly in the assembler. Yeah, you see how it's much faster. So the next step, I suppose, actually, is I'm going to make a few more trips in and out of the mine, filling this guy with, well, it'll probably process faster than I can run with stone. Actually, let me double check here. Do we have enough power now to run both of these? So, yeah, we're getting up to 400 kilowatts, up to 400 kilowatts. Yeah, okay, great. We should have enough to run both of these at the same time, which would be convenient. In fact, let's just go ahead and we're going to want a bunch of steel plates. Oh, now we can build the stuff for the, hang on, let's go get a list of parts. Now we can build the water recycler and the small hydroponics. Yeah, that'll be nice. We'll just transfer oops, I accidentally set that up twice. Yeah, that'll be nice. So, actually, let's reorder this a little so that we can get those out first. Yeah, that should be good. Let's see, is there anything left here to take over? Well, while I'm at it, I'll get rid of some of this gravel. We do want to keep some over here because we use it to pad out our food. It's gross, but we do. In fact, let's make sure we have some. Yeah, we don't have any over here, so let's leave a little bit of gravel over here. And I'm just going to dump the rest over here by this tree. Dead tree, I guess. So let's pop up here. Is this guy? Yeah, there we go. That's all the parts we need, I hope. And actually, before I do that, I'm going to... So now that we've got these in the system, we should be able to at least interact with the computer and tell... I don't want it to use the conveyor system. We've seen this before. I don't want machines to pull things in and use up all of our precious ice. So we'll tell both these not to automatically pull things. That one took a little while, huh? I'll just go ahead and give those a quick paint. How does this thing work? This is the hydroponics farm. What do we put in here? Oh, maybe, actually, okay, let's go over to this guy first. I think we can take the gray water, yep. Reprocess that, that's good. That was more we got back than I thought. I'll try not to think about where it came from. And then this guy, what do we put over here? I think this might be... Let's go back to the blueprints. Advanced hydroponic food grower with faster growth times and materials use refines water, plant nutrients, and gravel to produce vegetables. Note that the large... Yeah, we'll worry about that later. Right now, we just want to get something growing. So let's just move 100 gravel, I don't know, 20 water. I can afford that. And we still need... gravel, water. What did it say? Water, plant nutrients, and gravel. And yeah, the nutrients, okay. So, yeah, let's just move that all. Because we're not going to need it for anything else. Hey, there we go. And then it's going to produce some algal soy product. Nice. Which we can turn into tofu. Great, so better food is on the way. We have some power and beginnings of our big rover. I guess I didn't explain, so I'm intending this direction to be the front. The sort of core of the bottom of the thing is going to be 3 units wide, and also to keep the weight nice and low, a lot of our big components in storage is going to be down in the bottom. So our storage containers here, I might have to experiment a little bit with the design, but at least 4. And I'll put a full-size refinery on top of there. which we'll be able to make pretty soon. Yeah. So I'm gonna dig up a bunch more stone because we're gonna need at least some basic materials, and then I'll bring you back in a bit when I start to make my way over there. So it occurs to me that the whole point of all this was to get the basic refinery online so that we could start refining ores like iron ore and silicon, cobalt, nickel. So actually, what I thought I'd do is I'd show you how I build these mining tunnels. So we'll head down into the mine area, and I can see on the HUD that the iron is kind of lined up with this block. So I'll start there, and it looks like in order to get down to the stone, I actually had to come down below where the iron is. So we'll just get out the blueprint for these blocks and place them. We can go to the align with grid mode, and then I set the drill in sort of terrain destruction mode. I don't know how the science all works, but it drills a big hole without collecting any resources. And then, yeah, we'll head up a bit, it looks like. Grab this style blueprint. And so, yeah, I'll just I'll make my way over there, placing components as I go, using the align to local grid so that I get nice clean structure. Mine a little bit more. And then, for example, to get the nice transition here, but keep our structure connected, just flip one of these over and then put another one of these on top of it. And I'm gonna head upward just a little bit more, it looks like. In fact, we're already on top of the iron. That's gonna be a little annoying that we're digging up from under it, but sometimes that happens, I guess. We'll line another one of these guys up. And then, since we're actually into the iron already, I'll just go ahead and collect some. And I'll let some more fall down into our little staging area. In fact, actually, maybe that's not terrible. So we'll get the refinery working on some of this stuff, because it won't go through this as fast as the stone, although the iron ore, it's pretty quick to process.
Inventory full.
I'll do one more. Actually, I'll probably clean up everything that's in this area. Oh, I thought I would take more than one trip. So we'll head back up, we'll dump this off, and then we'll start headed over toward the other resources, and I won't make you watch the whole thing, because I got a little bit further to go. Oh, I need to grab some plates again. And while that's churning away, I could go overground over to those resources, but I like having underground access. The less we disturb the surface, the less likely it is hostiles will notice we're here. And I also like being able to work outside of the weather. That's also certainly quite nice. So I'm just going to go over on a 45-degree angle from this location. And again, use the terrain destruction mode on my drill. Come on there. Right. Align to grid mode. Yeah, so it's a nice 45-degree angle over to there. It's going to be a bit of a trek, but we parked close to the iron because that's the one we're going to need the most of. So I will do that and catch up with you again in a bit. Okay, I'm back. So I thought I'd show you what we ended up with. Excuse the wind, that won't be a problem in a moment. If we head down into the mine, you've seen that we go up this way for iron. And yeah, I guess being below it is going to be okay. But going off this way on the 45, we've got a bit of a run. But as I've said, these resources we won't need as much of. And you see, I didn't estimate how far down they were correctly, so we had to make an extra trip down. And then over this way we've got the silicon ore. Over this way we've got some nickel ore. And then this way, if we continue down, you see we actually had to go through some of the nickel, unfortunately. I did mine some of it, and then I switched to destructive mode, because if it goes all the way over to that other side, there's more here than I'll ever need. And then to get down to the cobalt, I had to double back one more time. And as you can see here, here's where that starts. And so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to leave this stone here. And I'll grab another full load of cobalt, which you can see lines up slowly.
Inventory full.
See, good. We didn't even pick up any more stone. And then we just make our way back. Go up our little double back here from cobalt. Never mind that giant stone boulder. We do have a bit of a run. But this will give us the resources, the cobalt, that we'll need to make some metal grids, which we'll need to make these cargo containers. In fact, 2, 3, 4. We'll get those put into production. And so I think that'll wrap up this vlog. I'm going to gather maybe another load each of silicon and nickel, and then probably, I don't know, 3 or 4 more loads of iron, because we're going to need a lot of that. And I'll join you when weather conditions are more favorable. So take care.